All right, there you will see finally, after more than 5 hours, Labour and the federal government are about to sign an agreement. There's been discussions, of course, around the minimum wage issue, and the federal government summoned the Labour leaders sometime earlier in the evening to speak to them about all of the contending issues. And as we speak, we've been live on this. My colleague, Joke Adisa, is also live at the meeting venue, and bringing us up to speed with what is happening. We hear government and the Labour leaders are about to put pen to paper to have an agreement on all of these issues. And of course, we expect that the issue of the strike, which many see that has affected the economy negatively, is something that everyone has been talking about. Filling stations are stored. There is no power supply. Banks are not working. The negative effect on the economy cannot be overemphasized. For a country that is struggling to get out of high inflation, poor GDP figures and all of that. So this strike, many analysts say the negative impact on the economy cannot be overemphasized. And so they believe that government and the labor unions should reach an agreement on this very issue. Well, live pictures there from Abuja, there from the office of the SGF, where the signing is about to take place, live for you here on TVC. It's going on already. Oh yes, the signing is going on already. So maybe after this, the Labour might address the country and we'll know what next will be the step to take with regards to this action.
I'll call you back.
That's the signing ceremony there. That is Comrade Joe Ajaero, who's the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress. We also have Comrade Osifo there beside him, who's the president of the Trade Union Congress. And of course, other affiliated union. I can see the president of the Maritime Workers Union there, Mr. Adeyanju, or Comrade Adeyanju, as they like to be addressed. But we see all of them there with government trying to settle this the whole issue. The minister on the side of the federal government, we have the secretary to the government of the federation. You can see him there, Senator George Akume. Minister of Labour there Minister of State for Labour there putting pen to paper. Also there you see beside that the NSA, that's Nuhu Ribadu, and also the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. All there showing that sincerity of government, that we cannot continue to down tools, shutting down the airports and all of the services across the country. Yes, we expect that the labor unions might address the Nigerians after this, but there's always one way they go about this. They want to consult with other members of the union to also come together and understand what government has put on the table and see how they can move forward with either suspending or whatever it is. We will definitely know as the events unfold. So the secretary to the government of the federation there, Senator George Akume, is about to brief, I believe, to highlight the details of this agreement that Labour has finally agreed to also put pen to paper with government. So we're bringing you live video from Abuja. We've started that already, but the SGF would address specifically the details of this agreement.
For the sake of good order,
we are the one that got rewarded for it.
For the sake of good order, balance.
Let it not begin to count tomorrow.
We are debating too much for this. This is a tripartite.
Sorry.
And they want to carry us on camera and see how we do
You're looking good.
You're looking good.
Nobody should dress like me if I'm looking good. Where they sweat,
Let him take. Our minister is
Which of the ministers?
Minister of Labour.
He wasn't in the field.
Dressed in identity.
That's Comrade Joe Ajaero there again, president of the NLC, with a bit of smile on his face. We expect that this agreement should, of course, reflect all of the issues that has been discussed over time. You know, those back and forth of the tripartite committee coming together, everyone maintaining different positions with regards to minimum wage. Another reality here, like the Minister of Finance is seated, we also have to look at the budget, the country's budget, and how much will be paid. That's just basic economics. You know, looking at the figure proposed earlier, many economists have argued that, well, it seems not to be feasible. Some even say it's not possible. But I believe that, of course, they will both shift their grounds and at least get to a common ground and agree on something that will be reasonable for the workforce. Inflation is above 30%. And that means that for every 1,000 naira you spend, the value is almost 30% less. Yes, the SGF is about to address, and we need to take that live. Let's connect to Abuja immediately to give you this.
Particularly President NLC, President TUC, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important document I'm going to read before you this night. Resolutions reached at the meeting between the federal government and the organized labor held on Monday, which is today, 3rd June 2004. Further to the negotiation, 2024, further to the negotiation by the Tripartite Committee on National Minimum Wage and subsequent withdrawal of labor from negotiation, the leadership of the National Assembly intervened on 2nd June 2024. The organized labor declared nationwide strike on Monday, 3rd June 2024, to drive home its demands. The federal government, in the national interest, convened a meeting with labor held in the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation on Monday, 3rd June, with a view to ending the strike. After exhaustive deliberations and engagement by both parties, the following resolutions were reached. The President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is committed to a national minimum wage that is higher than 60,000. Arising from the above, the Tripartite Committee is to meet every day for the next 1 week with a view to arriving at an agreeable national minimum wage. Labor, in deference to the high esteem of the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, is committed in paragraph 3 sub 2 above, and undertakes to convene a meeting of its organs immediately to consider this commitment. And for no worker will be victimized as a result of the industrial action. Down in Abuja on the 3rd of June 2024. And this document is signed for the federal government by the Minister of Information and National Orientation and the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment. For the organized labor, President Nigeria Labour Congress, President Trade Union Congress. Let me reassure Nigerians that we have had a very realistic and patriotic meeting, and the results will be very, very manifest soon. Thank you very much.
National prayer.
So, national anthem.
We held our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's sons are proud.